Hello, fellow gamers, and welcome to the Video Gamers Podcast. I am your host, Ace, and today we are going to look at a mushroom-filled roguelike, a ridiculous dating simulator, and probably one of the most frustrating games you'll ever play in your life. But before that, I've got to introduce to you a man who just came out of a devastating breakup with his toaster. It's Ryan.
I can only take so many burnt waffles, we just had to cut it off.
Them Eggos are expensive, man.
Yeah, man. It's, even at Costco, it's only so much one man can take.
Dude, we have got some weird ones to talk about today. We've got some good ones to talk about today.
Yeah.
But they're indie all the same.
Absolutely.
But before we get into them, I have a little question for you.
Oh, all right.
What do you like to see most from these indie developers in these indie games?
Actually, I saw this in the show docs, and I like this question a lot because I think the flexibility that indie developers have offers them the ability to do so much more to cater to gamers. So the thing that I tend to appreciate, if you will, more about the indie development and indie side of the gaming world is that you see the passion and you see the drive to just make gamers happy. No matter what the game is, no matter what they make or create, I want my end customer to have fun first and foremost, and then if I can make a bunch of money, that's a big plus and awesome. But you can just tell that their heart's always in it, and I love that it's fun first and enjoyment first with indie games. At least that's what I've always felt. And thanks to you and this pod, I've been getting a lot more into indie games, and I've played a ton that I never would have touched otherwise, and I've had an awesome time.
That's great, man. I think that's exactly the way I feel too. Like
Cool.
Games have so much more heart. It feels like it maybe AAA games have heart. I'm not going to say
for sure.
They don't.
Yeah.
Like Rockstar puts their all into every game they make. You can
including
tell.
all the money.
yeah, they do put all their money into it, like a freaking studio film. But when you play like an indie game, especially like one that not a lot of people talk about, a lot of times you find those hidden gems. You're just like, this is just someone like trying to relive their nostalgia days and like give it back to you. And you're just like, I can feel it and I love it.
Yeah,
that's a good answer. I like that.
Heck yeah. I'm learning the indie side, man.
Yeah, I could tell like Ryan's heart grew 3 sizes that day when he
I
was
do not
talking
like
about
it.
indies. You do not like indie games. Well, let's start with probably one of my favorite ones we're going to talk about today, and would be a dating sim. That's right, everyone. We're talking about a dating sim on this show called Date Everything. Ryan, what did you think about this when I put it in the doc?
This is also what I find so interesting about indie games is that there is not that board of directors. There's not the appeasement to the suits, and they just make the most ridiculous stuff that you could imagine. I'm very curious to see how this one plays out long term. It's basically this sandbox dating simulator, but like everything in a household you're dating. And you
gotta
can
put on your date viators, Ryan.
There's a washing machine, the lamp, the stove, the toaster, like you said. We're not on speaking terms right now, so I don't want to go back to exes and stuff like that. But yeah, this just to me, not to poo-poo right away, but I'm going to like. You gotta be really bored to play something like this. There is a lot of options in this world that I'd rather play the OG like pinball from back in like Microsoft XP than this game.
Ryan, are you saying 2 married men have no interest in playing a dating simulator?
I will say that 2 married men, especially when it's a dating simulator that you're dating fans and toasters and lamps.
Hey, that's always been your dream to go downstairs and see the water heater and be like, hey.
Ooh, that's looking pretty good over there.
We've known each other for a long time.
You heat my water every night. The crazy part too is like the character design is like it's very humanoid-esque, but they'll have like, a fan over their head in the backside, like instead of their hair, or they're wearing like a lampshade or drapes looking
The
stuff.
design is very good. The design is very good, and the naming is also very funny to me. But yeah, this is a 3D sandbox dating sim where you put on these glasses that were given to you called date viators, because of course they are.
Oh, yeah.
And you go around and you can talk to all the objects in your house and decide if you want to romance them, become their friends, or for some reason you can make them hate you. I don't know. That was like one of the options. I don't know why. This game has over 100 voice actors and 70,000 unique lines of dialogue.
Jeez.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's quite a bit. I mean, you could tell they obviously spent a lot of time in this. I'm curious to see how many people are involved in this, as far as like real genuine like hardcore people that are in the nuts and bolts of this whole development process. Because I don't know, dude. Somebody had to be like, "Are we sure we want to do this? Are we sure?" But all the power to them. Make what you want. It's art, man. At this, at
we're gonna be level, dating the toilet guys forever.
Yeah. Imagine too, you like audition for parts, or you know them. You're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a part in this game, and then you're the toilet guy. Like that's your character. You're the toilet.
That's right, everyone. I got to be the toilet and date everything.
We're gonna also throw you a bone. You get to be the plunger as well. Yes.
They're a package deal.
Yeah.
I would be very interested if someone would come to our Discord and explain, like, if they're hyped for this, why they're hyped for this. Like, clearly our brains are not wired to enjoy dating sims, but maybe we're obviously not the target audience, so I'm not going to say anything negative about this game, but it looks great. It's got a lot of effort put into it, and you can tell it has heart. I'll say that.
They tried hard.
And it's coming June 17th.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yep, it's coming very soon, June 17th.
This one may be one that I just go back and look at just to see, not play it, but like go see what the reviews are and what people say about it.
I want to check the reviews. And I want to watch a quick Twitch stream.
Watch it just like blows up, like it's just stream central, like everybody's streaming it, and they're like, "I'm dating the lamp."
We're totally misreading it. Like right now, it's like it's gonna be the biggest game of 2025. Just you wait.
It wouldn't be the first time people have called us idiots on TikTok or Instagram. So.
You're not wrong. But moving on from that, actually, we have one of the most anticipated indies probably of all time coming, and that would be Deltarune. What do you know about Deltarune, Ryan?
Next to nothing.
I know it's an indie game. I knew it. Did you know Deltarune is an anagram for Undertale?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Okay. All right. It's all coming together now. The pieces are fitting together.
Yeah. Deltarune, you know how big Undertale is. Undertale's huge.
Oh, yeah.
People freaking love Undertale. Deltarune is made by the same guy. It is like a multiverse sort of situation, prequel sort of thing, where I don't even really know how to explain it. It's been releasing in chapters very slowly over the years.
Okay.
And this is going to be the next third and fourth chapter coming out. And I guess that's going to basically be the end from all I know. And people are so freaking hyped for this. You would hate this game. It's a turn-based RPG.
Oh, no. I don't even like it when it's all beautiful and fantastical.
I know.
Like
you
graphics.
Would hate this one. You'd be like, oh, pixels.
Oh, gross. Like, I am not the graphic snob Josh is, but even still, I do like my games to look pretty.
But what I know about it is it's going to have great humor. It's going to have an absolutely banging soundtrack because Undertale, if Undertale has one thing, it is an incredible soundtrack.
Oh, nice.
Which I think was like all done with like a pirated version of GarageBand initially.
Nice.
Which is amazing.
That's one way to do it for sure. So why, I guess because I know next to nothing, and maybe it'll educate me and the listeners. If it's like, so it's a parallel story to Undertale, so like it's not any sort of continuation, it's like its own separate entity, but it's like in the same universe, or
it's unclear from what I've seen. Like the characters from Undertale appear in it, but they don't acknowledge any of the events of Undertale. So it's like, yeah, it's very strange.
It's like there, but not.
If you wanted me to look into the lore, we would be here for an hour.
No. Ain't nobody got time for that.
To talk about Deltarune. Not when we have an incredible, silly little game called Backseat Drivers to look at. This one, I think, is a little more up our alley.
Yes.
All right. Backseat Drivers, which someone in our Discord linked this. I'm sorry I didn't go back and check. You know who you are. You're a beast. All right.
Yeah, you rule.
You rule.
Unnamed person.
Again, is I don't know if this is quite a rage game so much as a cooperation game where one person will be playing a granny who sits in the front seat and can barely see over the steering wheel of her car. And the other person is going to be the annoying grandson who sits in the back seat and is going to try to guide her through the obstacle course and through traffic. And from what I've seen, it's pretty chaotic right off the bat.
It looks it, and I guess just for clarity's sake, like the driver can just barely see over the dash, right?
Oh,
like
just barely,
just like little slivers.
A sliver.
So you need the other person to describe where to go, where to turn, what to avoid, and I'm sure they throw kids going across the street or other crazy stuff, delivery drivers on bikes. I'm sure you're going to see all that kind of stuff. And you're like, oh, watch out, turn right. And then, no, your other right type situation you're going to probably run into.
And it's got one of my favorite things, too. It's got proximity chat as well as the moving mouths like from Headliners.
Yeah. Which way do we go, dear?
Turn left, Grandma! That's the train tracks!
You dumb old bag!
She called herself a dumb old bag.
Yeah, exactly. These types of games, dude, for me, I'm sure it probably will be like, $5 or something, or $8, or it won't be much.
It's unclear.
Yeah, it's unclear right now, but there is a free test drive, so maybe we should hop in and check it out. These are just hop in, have a couple laughs for a night or two, and you've got more than your money's worth. But
oh yeah, like it's the same as like the Extraction games that we talk about. It's like you play it for a little bit. You don't need to play it forever. You don't need to commit yourself to this game. Like,
and I don't think it's meant to be that. It's meant to be hop in, have fun, enjoy it. Get some crazy laughs. I'm sure again too. This will probably be one of those where there's a lot of streamers making good clips
definitely.
And reels.
You're going to see a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of streamers playing this, and it's like, it's just a silly little game. I can't wait to see it.
Exactly.
Like you said, there is a free test drive, so.
Yeah, and then there's only no risk and just the ability to just hop in with a friend and just go back and forth and then like blame each other whose fault it was. That's
I just want to sit in VC and watch you and Josh do it.
God.
I'd love to.
That would be well, he'd obviously be up front and then I'd be in the back yelling.
You'd be trying to guide him. You're like,
yeah.
Ryan, that's not where you turn.
Yeah. I love it. So yeah, again, there is a free test drive on Steam. It looks pretty sweet. There's not this year, right? Release date?
Yeah, it just says 2025. I imagine since there's a free test drive that they're going to keep updating people on when they get closer and closer to full release. But yeah, we'll see. I think it's going to be a fun little game for everyone, though. So
I think so.
Everyone can play this and get mad at your friend.
Yeah, there you go.
And Ryan, it's not an indie episode unless we talk about a roguelike.
Oh, absolutely. Especially with you, brother.
Oh, yeah, you know me. But we're talking about a roguelike called Undermine 2. I did not play the original Undermine. I actually watched someone on YouTube play through the entire thing. Imagine how boring that is, being the person watching someone else play through a roguelike.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah, I can only imagine.
Undermine 2 is a very unique and fun roguelike. It's almost Stardew Valley-like in its pixel art aesthetics.
Yeah,
but it
definitely
better.
Looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit better than that. But if you've ever played like Spelunky, I don't know if you've heard of that one. It's where you play a little cave diver and you go through these vertical levels.
Oh, okay.
This is like that, except for it's room-based, more like your natural roguelike, like a Binding of Isaac or Enter the Gungeon. And you're going to keep going down and down through the mines, gathering money and upgrading your stuff. But this time, it's co-op.
Ooh, okay.
That seems to be the thing this year. It's like roguelike, but co-op.
Yeah. I mean, there's something to be said. I mean, with the internet and how easy it is to link up with your friends, that's definitely an enticing feature for any type of game. Like just throwing in another player.
Oh, yeah.
And then you and your buddy can play together, and that's probably going to get a lot more people or couples, that want to play together these types of games, especially indies. But I will say, it does look intriguing to me. It looks pretty cool. I'm a sucker for roguelikes, especially after Risk of Rain 2, and I've fallen in love. And then like Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. It just these roguelikes, I can't get enough of them. So being able to play with friends and then it being a cool looking roguelike that's not going to be, again, the cool thing with indies is you take a risk, you make a leap of faith that you're going to like it. If you don't, you're out like $15-20 usually at the most for a lot of times. So, who knows?
You're not wrong. Yeah.
Who knows what it's going to be price wise, but this is intriguing more than most indie games that I usually see.
Oh, that's a good thing to hear, at least. Since we're on the indie episode.
Exactly.
I like Undermine too, but not Deltarune.
Wow. As long as I bring my pillow, that's the turn-based one, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I'll bring my pillow, so in between I can take little nappy poos. So, but no, I love. We know Josh famously is Mr. Progression, so I do like the ability with these roguelikes to have the option to upgrade my stuff, gather materials, and then doing it with a partner where we can like link up our abilities together and team up what we can attack and try to just flow in a better sequence together. Like that lends itself to more my gameplay style if I'm going to play this type of game. So it does look pretty cool, man.
I think it's going to be really awesome. I think people are going to really enjoy it, and I'm totally on board for people like with their sequel to the roguelikes just being like, yeah, roguelike 2. Now you can play 2 people.
Yeah.
I'm totally cool with that.
That would be good. I mean, that was what if I was gonna, you guys are like, hey, you need to try Risk of Rain 2, you gotta try it, and it was like solo, I'm sure I would have liked it, but it would not have been the same as us being able to play together. Like,
I think that also really increases the longevity of these games too. Like, you're a lot more willing to jump back into a roguelike you've already beaten if your friend's like, hey, I've not played this before, can we play it?
Well, I mean,
that's where Cult of the Lamb got a massive resurgence, is when they added the local co-op, because people were like, oh, I can play Cult of the Lamb with my friends.
Well, we got Night Rain coming out soon here, and I mean, I've never touched Elden Ring. I played some Souls games before. It's just not ever been my style. But you guys, you and Josh have played a ton of Elden Ring, and you guys are going to dive right back in to play with me because I've never played, and to see my response to see how I react to it. And like that's what shows that like they're going to get a couple more sales just for friends to play with each other.
Oh, yeah. And that's going to be a blast. That's not an indie, but I will say right now, listeners, I'm very excited for Night Rain.
You're excited? Yeah. We have been talking, too, that we may try to, we'll definitely record some stuff, and I'll do face cam recordings as I play, but we may try to stream some stuff to the Discord live of my experience in the Elden Ring world. So we'll see how that goes. So
you're going to want to be there for that.
I died again. Oh, come on.
But yeah, Undermine 2 coming in July of 2022. That's pretty close, honestly. So mark it on your calendars, add it to your wish list, which you should be doing for all these games. If you're good listeners, that's what you're doing. You're supporting the devs by putting them on their wish list.
Yes, remember, people, it makes a big difference to these devs. We had a lot of solo devs on, and we've interviewed them, and the one thing they all say is like, man, I can't stress how much wish listing our game makes a difference. So if anything, just as a support the community and the environment and the world of game development, and maybe these people go on to be part of big studios because of their game did so well. So yeah, definitely always wish stuff. And then this one, July 22nd this year comes out.
Yep.
So it
thank you
looks
for
cool,
saying
man.
it right, because I messed that up. I was like,
I
22.
I was like,
no,
I should say, I'm like, do we want to get the time machine and go back and like?
I kind of do, but you know what? I'm a roll with it. I'm already the punching bag of
I
this
like
show.
it.
I'll take
No,
it.
you're good. We wouldn't do that to your old bones. What are you talking
about? No, not again. But we're going to take a quick break right now, and I'll be right back. All right, we are back. We are talking about a interesting indie, to say the least, bringing back the Punch-Out genre, which, I don't know what you, Ryan, I don't see many games try to bring back Punch-Out.
You don't. I think, obviously once it kind of switched over to the side-scrolling, like, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, all those types of games, you didn't see this look. The second I saw this and I watched the trailer and I looked at pictures and stuff, I noticed two things. One, I was like, okay, yeah, looks like Punch-Out, and I was instantly like, this looks pretty cool, and I was really excited. And then a second, I was like, the movement actually looks real. It looks good. Like I fought. I had professional smoker fights and other fights and stuff, and I'm like, okay, that's how you would throw this little undercut or the hook or whatever you would do.
That's pretty high praise then coming from you.
I mean, it looks good. It looks good, and it just looks goofy and ridiculous, like you're fighting a hamburger from the fridge.
Yeah, we're talking about a game called Leftovers KO, by the way. I forgot to mention the name because I'm that way. But
I got ahead of myself.
Yeah, it's fine. You're fine. It is a hand-drawn Punch-Out sort of, I don't want to say clone. I want to, what's the word? Homage. Let's say homage.
Tribute. Yeah,
tribute. There's the word I want. Never could find the words.
Gotcha.
Where you are fighting your leftovers, giant 6-foot hamburgers or angry pizza.
Yeah.
Sometimes when food upsets my stomach, I want to go punch it in the face too. See?
Shoot,
this is a relatable moment.
I'd be at Taco Bell a lot then. I'd be in a lot of fights. Praise be the bell. No, it's got a funny premise. The art style is really neat. There's a lot of depth to the room, even though it kind of is like a flat drawing look. Like you said, it's hand drawn, but
it's very hand drawn, very almost like a Garfield cartoon is kind of what it reminds me of.
Yeah, that or like almost like old school Nickelodeon. Like those old school Nickelodeon style cartoon look to it, where like the background is kind of like just there and it's like almost like a backdrop. And then the cartoon characters stand out a lot more, like your character, your playable character and whatnot, and then your opponent. But I do think it's a funny premise. Like you're fighting an old slice of pizza that just has arms and legs, and it's just you're going back and forth with it now. So I knowing how many leftovers don't get eaten at my house, there'd be quite a bit of battles going on.
Yeah, me too. I'm a bit guilty of that one.
So did you play much Punch-Out or anything like that?
I played Punch-Out on the Wii, and I was terrible at it.
Yeah?
I can tell you now. Like, I was bad at it. But I was also, like, 11, I think.
Yeah.
So, maybe I didn't have the reflexes I should have.
That's fair. I mean, the thing with a lot of those old games are really hard. Like, you look at...
Yeah. Super Punch-Out is crazy hard.
Yeah, Super Punch-Out. I mean, even back to like the old Aladdin game, the Lion King game, like on Nintendo and stuff. Those games were really, really difficult. And I'm like, man, why did they make these for like 8-year-olds? Like this is horrible. I can't beat it now. I'm a 36-year-old man. Like, why can't I beat this game?
What do you mean I lost to Glass Joe? No one loses to Glass Joe.
How did this happen?
I'm a failure.
Oh man, yeah. But so this one,
this one has a demo as well that I played.
Okay. Oh, you played the demo.
I played the demo.
Okay, enlighten us. Give us the rundown.
It rings true. It's just as difficult.
Oh, really? Okay.
I got my butt kicked.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely destroyed by a hamburger. I won the first match, and he came back with a vengeance. Just right hook.
Yeah. That's make you want to be a vegetarian after that. Like
no, it makes me a little more aggressive on the hamburgers that can't fight back. Actually,
there you go. Oh yeah, I'll show you.
This is what you get.
So you went in and how is the like gameplay overall? It's very
smooth.
It's smooth.
It's
just
smooth.
Just
smooth
difficult.
And it reacts well.
Okay.
If you input something, it happens immediately. I'm just bad. Like the game is great. I am just not good at it.
I haven't. Not to say that this would be it, but I haven't found like a fighting game or a combat game that I've loved since Fight Night Round 3, which you probably never played. But that's just like a straight up boxing game. But I loved that game. That was probably my rocky area when I was getting into fighting, and I was obsessed with like everything fighting. But there's something to be said for a game that just feels like fluid and your punches connect and land, and when you throw it goes where you want, so
yeah,
I'm interested in this one. It seems pretty cool. It looks like we got a release date of the 25th, so that's right around the corner here.
Pretty soon we're gonna see this one, and I'm gonna be very interested to come back and check the reviews on this and just see how many like people like me are just really bad at these. There's like I got my butt handed to me by a pizza.
Yeah, by old sides, and it wasn't even pepperoni; it was cheese, or it had
Speak.
pineapple on it or something lame.
Oh, don't you start with me. We don't have time to get into this.
Don't come
You
at me,
know
bro.
that.
Come
You
at
don't
me,
have
bro.
time to start this with you. He knows, audience. He wants to keep me from saying anything. But speaking of hard and frustrating games, how do you feel about rage games, Ryan? Games that are just there to make you upset.
Oh man, listen, I drive in a pretty populated city every day, to and back. I have 2 children. I'm married. I own a business, small business. I have more rage than I can handle already. I have no desire to play anything that is intended to make me upset.
Is that why you didn't play Chain Together with me and Josh?
See that? I don't know. Is that I wouldn't describe that as a rage game because that's like
definitely a rage game.
no.
It's like your friend. If your friends screw you over, you're in trouble. Like,
But
you're
that's
mad.
like that's. I mean, I guess you could, but like that's their fault, and you guys are trying to work together, and then you could just blame them, and it's not your own fault, and you're not just getting annoyed by yourself. I don't know. This one isn't co-op or anything, right?
No, this one
Yeah,
you have
so-
no one to blame but yourself.
Yeah.
We are talking about a game called Baby Steps, made by the legend of rage games himself, Bennett Foddy,
Oh gosh.
famous for the game Getting Over It, which is the one where you're the guy who's stuck in the pot with the sledgehammer and you're trying to climb the mountain.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah.
thank
I've
you.
seen speedruns of that that are absolutely insane. But
Oh gosh.
this is a game where you play as a overweight, middle-aged man who gets teleported out into the wild, and now you have to manually walk your way back home. It is an open world game, by the way, so there's no directions. You don't know where you're supposed to go.
Oh no.
And the footage for this is absolutely hilarious. Just every like 4th step he takes, he just face plants in the dirt, and I was just busting a gut laughing.
That would, I mean, I get going from either playing like in Rivals when I'm playing Moon Knight or Thor, like the movement's not the best on some of them, but I can like throw my hammer and fly, or I can double jump or zip line with Moon Knight and stuff. When I play any other character, I get so annoyed at how slow they are. If I'm playing this and I'm falling every 4 steps, I would rage, like destroy my computer. Like I would not be able to hand something like that. I will say the graphics look pretty dang clean. Like it
does look very clean.
It looks very good for being especially because a lot of times these are, let's be honest, they're not high-end, high-level games because they're just meant to elicit a response and get hype and everybody play. And then
these are like content games.
Exactly. And so usually they don't put a lot of
games.
effort. Yeah, a lot of effort into that. But this looks, I mean, the like thumbnail with the rainforest, area and the sunset, like it looks like they put some time into like the development of it. So it's just
It's not for us, but man, do I want people to know about it. So if anyone streams it in our Discord, I could just, be a fly on the wall in there.
Yeah, exactly. So we don't have a release date yet, just this year?
Nah, just this year, but
Okay.
it's looking like, from what we've seen, it looks pretty much done. So like, I imagine we're going to hear some news about it soon. If not, my bad.
Yeah, no, it's I'm sure we will. If you do end up playing it, please let me know because I'm sure I'll forget. But I'd be interested to see how it kind of fleshes out and what the game actually looks like when people are playing it.
Yeah.
But man, these rage games are just not for me. My blood pressure is probably too high already. I haven't checked it in a while, but I'm sure it's already up there.
He's just thinking about it, guys. It's making him mad. Oh.
Yeah, I know. I'm already. I can feel my heart beating.
What do you mean I fell again? I'm not even playing the game.
Exactly.
All right. This is the last one we'll cover. This is one I think you and I will both be equally excited for. If you mix the worlds of Lethal Company with the first-person shooting of Borderlands, you get a game called MycoPunk. This game looks insane. I love it.
Yeah. It definitely does. It's definitely that kind of really pop of color, retro looking, kind of bright, vibrant look to it. But it also, I mean, it looks fluid. The
It almost looks
reviews
like
are
a first-person Risk of Rain.
yeah.
Like looking at it,
okay.
like it looks like first-person Risk of Rain. It's got incredible environments and weapon options. It's a co-op first-person like sci-fi shooter. It looks great.
No, it definitely looks good. That's a good comparison. I think the Risk of Rain look to it. It's gosh, almost that kind of like Borderlands look, depth to it.
Borderlands,
like,
Lethal
yeah.
Company, Risk of Rain, all of these have like influences in here that I could see, and I'm just like, oh, this is gonna be fun.
this does look cool. It does have a demo out now.
There is a demo, yeah.
Which I would like to. I have not checked it out yet, but I would like to check that out. And see, it does work. Looks like it's controller compatible as well, which makes it a little bit easier for people. But yeah, man, this definitely it checks those boxes of a game that looks like it'll just be fun, and then you can play with your friends, and then FPS, and then it has the good graphics. So yeah, I'm interested to see this one. We may have to check it out.
I think we definitely will have to check this one out and get back to people, because like I love the look at what I'm looking at now. I'm just like, this is so freaking cool.
It is
looks
funny, like
utter chaos.
And there is something to be said too about it doesn't have to be just graphically off the charts, something that is just next level realistic. Like there is a world where these games kind of have a place where it's this art style, and it is art. It is a cool look to it that is still playable, still fun. You still enjoy your time in the game and just, have a blast. So yeah, these types of games always pique my interest for sure.
100%. And like I said, we don't know what the full release date for that one is. We just know that there is a demo available now. But
yeah,
it's probably coming this year if there's a demo already. I'm sure they don't want own little prediction there.
The indie expert predictions.
Indie expert predictions.
Come now, everybody listen.
All right. That was our last one. Ryan, tell me, which one of these are you most excited about?
Oof. Oh, man. I would say... Gosh, this is a hard one.
I know, right? There's a lot of good options here.
There are for just games that I'm all kind of lukewarm overall on all of them. Probably this MycoPunk. I think
MycoPunk looks incredible.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best looking game to me. Also, I think the Backseat Drivers.
I think that one's gonna be a blast for us.
Yeah,
I think I'm looking forward to that the most, but like it's between Undermine 2 and MycoPunk for me.
I feel like that'll give the most laughs, the most fun. Just kind of
we'll
in
get
short
some clips out of it for
yeah,
sure.
Exactly. The short time we play it, if we do, like I think it'll lend itself to the most enjoyability and enjoyment overall. Just for how goofy it's gonna be and the chaos. But yeah, I mean, all these look pretty dang good. Some of them are coming out, one or two are coming out this week or whatever. So yeah, I'm interested to see how these all go. I do like the idea. We'll have to come back doing these indie episodes if we try these demos and come back and let people know what we think.
I think that's a great idea. I think we should definitely do that.
Because we do this for you people.
We do it for the people because we love you.
Yeah, we love you.
Do you feel the love?
We feel the love. In fact, maybe I think that about wraps it up for us. So maybe we should play some demos now.
Yeah, let's go play some demos right now. But first, tell them where they can support the podcast, Ryan.
Well, if you like what we do and, we offer some sort of worth to your day, getting through on a drive to work, or if you're listening while you're working, you can go over to multiplayersquad.com. There's a lot of options for Patreon support. Go ahead and join over there. You can start for as low as $5 a month. It really does help us out and keep kind of the ball rolling on this thing. We've been trying to do what we can to put out a lot more content, working hard on a Discord community, having community nights, doing everything we can. So all that support really means a lot. And it truly, every time we see a new supporter, it's probably the best part of our day every time we share the links to each other and stuff and screenshots and whatnot. So again, multiplayersquad.com, shoot over there. And then in the links in all of our bios, all the descriptions will also be our Discord. Best community on the planet, bar none.
100%.
Almost 1,000 people on there. Tons and tons and tons of active members. Lots of lurkers. We love our lurkers that just hang out and maybe comment once or twice here or never comment at all and just enjoy the show. But awesome community. We always just talk games, talk movies, talk everything, talk life. But shoot over there as well and join in. It's a great place to be.
Absolutely. And everyone is welcome. So
yes.
Come on in.
Yep, come on down.
But that's all for this episode, everyone. I've got a toaster to rebound. So I'll see you next time.
You leave my girl alone! You leave her alone!